others will come and join us, please try your best to share the stream. You have time to share now. Favor, can you hear me? Ife, good morning. Please, if you can hear me, tell me that you can hear me so that I will know that you can hear me now. Because I want to start teaching immediately. The most important thing is to hear my voice. My face is not that important concerning this class. This class we are doing now, my face is not important. What is important there is the class we are about to have. I want you to share this post, share this video now, please. If you share it, you write VIP. Once you share, you write VIP so that I know that you have shared it. Remember to write your name properly. I hope everyone is seeing the board. You people know how network is here in this country, Nigeria. So please bear with us. If the network is misbehaving, bear with us. Okay? If the network is misbehaving, bear with us. You are welcome. Perpetua and Nancy, welcome. Thank you, Anachebe. You are welcome. Uzi, you are welcome. Blessing, Ndubeze, you are welcome. Exactly. Write your name, your registration number. Please do it the way you are supposed to do it so that you can, it can be easier for me. So I want us to start the class. I want us to start the class now, and please share so that your class members will join the class. Today, we want to be mostly dealing with the past tense, making sentences in the past tense in German. And this making sentence in the past tense has been a very big problem for a lot of students. And after, teaching it, you still see some students that are making mistakes. Please remember to write your name properly for your attendance. Ugonna Jennifer, you are welcome. Give us your name, registration number, the course you are doing, because some other people might be here. Chukujeku Blessing, welcome. So what I'm saying is, in essence, is that making sentences in the past in German can be a little bit confusing for people. So that is why it's important that we rehearse it, we do it again, and everyone will understand the way it's supposed to be. Please ignore the noise in the background. It's just coming from this little fan here. And the weather is quite very hot, and I need the fan, okay? Some of your class members are not here online, okay? Please let them know that the class has started. Now we want to quickly, without wasting so much time, to dive into the perfect. That is the past tense. The perfect tense that we want to first of all do is the perfect with sein. Perfect mit sein. If you can see the board clearly, please let me know. Remember that you need to watch with a higher quality. Okay, you click on the setting button, you will get the higher quality for you to watch so that you can see everything we are doing here clearly. This thing I'm teaching you now, I don't know who else will teach you that. I don't know when they will teach you that again. So please pay serious attention. I hope you are there with your notes. As we are moving forward, we'll be copying notes, and I expect you to put down something in your notes. Okay, make sure you copy your notes, because this particular this particular course now, this topic today, if you don't learn it very well, it's going to be a big problem for you at the end. So you need to learn it properly so that you will not have any problem. So we have to do perfect. Perfekt mit sein. Perfekt mit sein. Perfekt mit sein. Okay? In order to do the perfect mit sein, I don't know if people are seeing it. Can you see the board? I hope it's clear. Because the most important thing is to see the board clearly. I wrote now perfect mit sein. Thank you, Mwabweze, for sharing my video. Perfect mit sein, please. Now, before we go into the perfect mit sein, we are going to learn how to conjugate the verb sein. This verb sein is verb to be. I have a lot going on down here, so please bear with me. So this is the verb sein. We are going to conjugate it in the present tense, verb to be. Okay? We already know that you have ich bin, and I want you to write it because we are going to be using it, and I want you to be referring to it as we are moving forward. Remember that your participation is very, very important. If you are not participating in the class, that means you are not among. It means you didn't attend the class. So your mind should be here. Any question that comes, you try your best to answer, please. So we have the sign. Are you guys seeing it? If you are seeing it, let me know, please. Okay, if you are seeing it, let me know. Have you finished copying? Angela, you're welcome. Ifedi, thank you for sharing this video. Olebube, you're welcome. Ugonna Jennifer, okay, thank you for saying that you can see the board. Happy Val to Gracia. Happy Valentine. Today is Valentine, and as you can see, today is Action Mittwoch. So today is Action Wednesday. Okay, and I already got my ash as a Catholic to say that I am ash and I will die as an ash too. So that is it. It's just to remind us that we have to live a holy life. Marvelous, you're welcome. Okay. Immaculate, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Now we have the verb sein. You have ich bin, I am. Du bist, you are. Er, sie, and es. So er, sie, es, ist. He, she, it, is. Wir sind, we are. Ihr seid, you people are, you are. Sie sind. So this is you are, the other small z is there, they are. The plural of z and s, that's the small z, they. Okay, we have already said that the capital Z is to refer to a grown-up, and you will use it whenever you want to talk to someone that is a grown-up, okay? Either the person is one or more than one, okay? Good. Yeah, in order to see the body, you have to only see the part of my head talking. All right, Faith Onyemachi, thank you, you're welcome. Okay, thank you, Uzi, for sharing the video. God bless you. Now, let us go now to explain that this verb sein is a verb that you use to make a sentence, to make the other verbs, other main verbs, to put them in their past tense. So the past tense in German is called perfect, and it is done in two different ways. The first one is perfect mit sein, and that is the one we want to treat first before we go to the next type of perfect, okay? Now, this perfect mit sein, you use this sein as the auxiliary verb plus the main verbs, okay? It's like a helping verb to put the other verbs, which are main verbs, in the past tense. And this explains why in German, you don't go ahead to use this sein with other verbs in a sentence, in present tense. That is when you are talking in present. Because this sein, once it is used together in a stressed sentence with another verb, it tends to imply the past. Do you see why you cannot say ich bin kommen, I am coming, or something like that? Because in English they say I am coming. So if you are going to say I am coming in German, you are not supposed to say ich bin kommen. Because once you put this verb sein inside a sentence, you tend to use it as a you tend to use it as a present tense, then it will be a false sentence. It will be a wrong sentence, because you are supposed to only use this sein together with the other main verbs when you want to talk in the past. Okay, and now this verb sein, it is kind of selective. It doesn't take all the verbs. It considers only few verbs, and those few verbs are the verbs you call the movement verbs. Okay, in German there are verbs that denote movement. They are the verbs they see as movement verbs, of which you now on your own you might not be seeing it as a movement verb, but in German they see it as a movement verb. Okay, so these movement verbs, they are the ones that go with sein. So I'm sorry for my light. I entirely forgot that the light is off. Okay, so yeah, we need the lighting, yeah, to brighten up everywhere, brighten up the board. Okay, so thank you. Do you understand what I mean? This verb sein is used together with some verbs that we call the movement verb to put them in the past tense. So before we start going ahead to make the sentences of these verbs in the past tense, I have already given you the conjugation of the verb sein. So the formula for past tense, okay, to make sentence in the past tense in German is sein, okay, in present plus, sorry, network is just coming and going out. So you have that this sein in present tense plus partitive to by these verbs. That's the partitive to by of other verbs. That is what you're going to use to, that's the formula for making sentences in the past tense. So the verb sein is the one you are going to conjugate in the present tense. Then the main verb that says exactly what is happening in the sentence is the one you are going to give us the partitive to by of that main verb. In German, there is something you call the partitive to by. Thank you, Sarah, for wishing me a happy Valentine. I wish you a happy Valentine too. It's not Sarah. Okay, swearer. Okay, Suresh. Sorry, Suresh Electrica. Okay, thank you. Happy Valentine to you. Obichidike, Dankeshon. Okay, Otichibike, Dankeshon. You're a bit late for your class. Warum? Why? So now let's continue. Do you understand what I'm saying? This verb sein should be conjugated in the present tense. Then that main verb in a sentence, you are going to give us the partitive to by of that main verb. That main verb, the partitive to by of that main verb plus the present tense of the verb sein combined together is what you will use to form the past tense in German for the verbs that you call the movement verbs. So now, right now, I want to show you the verbs that are movement verbs. Remember, the movement verbs are the ones you will use the verb sein to make sentences with. It is only the movement verbs that require you to make sentences with them with the verb sein, okay? So it is only the movement verb that use this sein for forming their past tense. If that verb is not a movement verb, it will not be using sein. So the problem you will have here is to figure out those verbs that use the movement verb, that are called movement verbs in German. Those verbs that use sein to put themselves in the past tense. So those verbs are the ones you have to consider properly and know that this particular list of verbs, they use sein to form their past tense, okay? Because we said that the past tense is in two ways, and we are doing the first one. The first one is using the verb sein plus participle to by of the main verb. Now, I want to give you the verbs that are movement verbs and their partitive to by. Once you have learned their partitive to by, then we can start using them to put sentences in the past tense, in which we will first of all do a sentence, show you a sentence the way it's supposed to be when it is in the present tense, and then the way it's going to appear if it is in the past tense. We will give you the rules that you are going to follow to understand and know exactly how to make the sentence. Thank you for tuning in with us. This class attendance is quite low. It's quite low. Some students are not here. Please, those students that are in second year, some of you, Dara, Stephanie, you're welcome. Some of you are actually not good in their past tense. And I beg those that are in second year that are here on share this video, please. to them so that they can as well learn how to make sentences in the past tense because they don't know how to make this sentence. I have already said I'm going to teach you today. They're supposed to be here to learn. I know that they have another class, but being here is important so that they can learn. All right. So now I want to give you the list of the movement verbs. Okay. So we are going to look at the list of the movement verbs. So the first movement verb I'm going to be giving you is the verb sein, because sein puts itself in the past too. Sein puts itself in the past. So the first movement verb I'm going to be giving you here is the verb sein. So what I want to do now is I want to kind of make it in a block so that we have the English meaning. So we have the English for easy understanding. So we have the English, then we have the verb, and then we have the participle to be. The German calls it participle to be, okay? This is exactly how we are going to do that. So number one verb I have here is verb to be, which is sein. Sorry, I'm making mistake. The English comes first. So to be, and then you have it as sein, and then you have it as gewesen. So the sign for the participle to be is mostly ge. This ge is mostly the sign of participle to be. Now, sometimes some people will say that the participle to be, they have different groups. The ones that ends with this one, the one that ends with en, the one that ends with t, the one that ends that is like this and that. But that is not what I will be doing. I won't be giving you the one that ends like this or the one that ends like that. I will just automatically be giving you the verbs and their participle to be. The main thing is to know the participle to be and not even to know whether it ends like this or ends like that. Those things might not even help you. Sorry, I want to know, be sure. Okay, I hope you're hearing me. Those things might not even, oh, Judith, you're welcome. God bless you. Thank you for attending. So those things might not even help you when it comes to learning the participle to be of a verb. Participle, like this, is the past tense of the verb. Okay, it shows that this is the past tense of the verb. So let us continue. Okay, sorry, I will just be writing for you. And then the second verb we will have there is verb to become. This verb to become is a very important verb when you want to learn the German language. And some people don't even know much about this verb to become. But I want you to, embrace it and know much about it. This is verb to become. And in German, it is called werden. It is called werden. People, when you tell them what is verb to become, they don't even know. So know that you have the verb to be, and as well you have the verb to become. Okay, verb to be, and as well you have the verb to become. And I'm saying that this verb werden is one of the important verbs in German because you are going to be using it a lot. You will read and you will be using it a lot. And then the participle to for it is geworden. Geworden. So you also have the gay sign here. The gay sign here. So far we have the people, the ones that have the gay sign and as well that ends with en, just like this one. That is what we are doing. And then we have number 3. In case if you want to struggle with the beginning and the ending, of which I have said that is not that important. It doesn't make sense. Then another verb that they see as a movement verb is the verb aufstehen. Verb to stand or to stand up or to wake up. Okay, anyone you want to put for yourself. It is a separable verb. Aufstehen. Aufstehen is a separable verb. you can see the prefix in front. There is something you have to know about these separable verbs. Sometimes, once a verb is separable, the main verb is what, once the main verb is a movement verb, it means that all those verbs will be a movement verb, no matter what is in front of them. But sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes the main verb might not even be a movement verb. Now, this verb aufstehen, what makes it a movement verb? The process of trying to stand up, okay, to be standing up. So you have aufstehen. And when a verb is a movement verb, it simply means that you're going to put this ge, which is the sign for the past tense, in between the separables, between the prefix and the main verb, just like this. Okay, so it's going to be aufgestanden. Aufgestanden. So you have the ge in between the separable. I will urge you to also notice that these verbs, these separable verbs, you can see that even at that, the verb didn't remain staying. It changes to standen, okay? It didn't remain staying, it changes to standen. Do you understand? So you have aufgestanden. You can see that all the forms of the partitive to be are definitely not exactly the same form with the main verb that you used to know. Now, these partitive to be are things you are going to cram. I would say you cram it, you learn it off heart. You are going to cram and learn them off heart, okay? It's not me that forged them. I didn't forge them. That is the German language. This is the way they say those things in their language, okay? Yeah, so we are moving now to Nummer 4, number 4, or one of those verbs that we can say they are separable verb is another verb that is verb to stay, which is one of the verbs that confuse a lot of people. This verb is bleiben. It is called bleiben, which means to remain, to stay, okay? And when you see a verb that has this EI, okay, in the participle to be, the I will come first, then the E will follow. Okay, please, I am actually looking at my my camera to be sure that it is recording, and if there is no network, I will pause. When I see network, I continue to talk so that you people don't miss what I'm saying. So this verb bleiben now will be geblieben. To change to geblieben. Geblieben. So you can see that the IE here changes to, the EI here changes to IE in the partitive to be. Just know that most of the EI, they are going to change to IE when it comes to the partitive to be, and this verb is not a separable verb, so you have the ge in front of it. Geblieben. So let's look at the fifth separable verb that we have. The fifth movement verb that we have is also a separable verb, which is to fall asleep. To fall asleep, okay? Who knows the verb to fall asleep? Can somebody tell us the verb to fall asleep, what it is in German, before I can go ahead and say it? Someone is saying that the board is not clear. I can't see the board clearly. I was thinking that this board was clear. Should I bring the camera closer? I don't know. Can you see it now? Is it like this that will be better? If it is better now, please let me know. Is it better this way? I will have to as well check from my other phone because the way it is, I think if you can see it now, let me know. Okay, somebody says schlafen, verb to fall asleep. Schlafen is verb to sleep. Cool free, I was looking for you yesterday. Cool free, make sure you come on Saturday by 8 o'clock to school. You are supposed to act with us. Or you can ask your course rep to give you my phone number so that we can discuss. Okay? Okay, good. Thank you for those that are struggling to answer. Now, the verb to fall asleep is einschlafen. Einschlafen, to fall asleep. Not to sleep, okay, but to fall asleep this time. So I have here einschlafen. I'm sorry that I have a very small board and I have to manage it. I just pray that you are seeing it. Is it okay? Thank you. To fall asleep. That is what the verb means. Are you people seeing it at all? Are you said you can see? Okay, you can see it now. Better. Thank you. Ndubeze, einschlafen. So you have here eingeschlafen. The past tense is going to be eingeschlafen. Because it is a separable verb, we put our ge in between the separables. That is what is happening here. Once it is a separable verb, you put that ge, that is the mark of the perfect, in between the separables. Okay, in between the two verbs that you are supposed to separate. So the schlafen remains the same, eingeschlafen. Now, schlafen on its own is not a movement verb. That's what I want you to know. Schlafen on its own is not a movement verb, but to fall asleep is a movement verb. So the process of trying to fall asleep, because these movement verbs, how do you notice verbs that are movement verbs? They are mostly verbs that are showing change in state. Okay, change in state. Please give this video a thumbs up. Most of you have not clicked on the thumbs up for me. Like the video, click on that like button now. I'm seeing that it's only one person that have liked this video. Please click on the like button. Okay, Angela said she can see it clearly now. Onyinye, is Onyinye in the class? The fair Onyinye, is she online? Some students are not coming to classes. So please click on the like button for me. Thank you. One other person has clicked on the like button. Please click on the like button for this video. Click on the like. I hope the board is clearer. Network is my problem. Please, we have 18 people here and I'm only seeing 7 likes. Please make sure you click on the like button. So, eingeschlafen. There is something that one needs to know about these movement verbs, okay? There's something that one needs to know. I am saying that they are verbs that are verbs is change in state. Joyce, thank you. Happy Valentine. Network is our big problem. So let me open my door to be sure. Sorry for the noise. I want to know if the network can be better when I open my door. Okay. Now, yes. So what I'm saying is that these verbs that are movement verbs, they are kind of certain type of verbs. So it is a verb that you need to be careful with when you are talking about a movement verb. Okay. You need to notice some certain things. I have said that some verbs, their root verb, if their root verb is a movement verb, it means that if those verbs have prefixes, they will still remain movement verbs. Okay. And then another thing I said is that there are things you consider to know that a verb is a movement verb. For example, if you talk about the change in state, okay, a verb of state. For example, you are here, you are staying here, you are in a state. You are in a state of awake, and then you are changing to another state of falling asleep. So the change in state of a person or of a thing can show that the verb is a movement verb. For example, when somebody is alive and all of a sudden the person is dead, okay? We are not considering that the person is alive. We are only considering that the person is dead. That is the what we are looking at, okay? So let us continue with the verbs that we have here, okay? And then we have another verb, okay, which is verb fahren, number 6. And this verb is to drive. So you have fahren. That's the infinitive of the verb. So in this column, you have all the verbs in their infinitive. And then you have gefahren. Gefahren as our movement verb. That's the partitive to verb. Okay, there is a movement, driving. It shows that one is driving from one place to the other. So it shows a movement. I need my fan. All right, the weather is actually very hot in Nigeria here. Then we also, another moving, verb to go is gain. Gain. Gave gain, verb to go, to show that you are moving. So it's also automatically a movement verb. And then the past tense is gegangen. Gegangen. Please know how it's changing. Gegangen. Gehen, gegangen. Okay. And then another movement verb I have that I want to give to you is the verb to come. Okay. These verbs are showing movement from one point to the other. Verb to come. Verb to come, and that is kommen. Kommen. Okay. And then you have gekommen. Gekommen as the partitive to be of this main verb. Okay, gekommen. You see your get first, gekommen. Okay, which is a bit easier. And then now this kommen can have some prefixes in front of them. For example, you have the verb to arrive. Okay, verb to arrive is like ankommen. Ankommen. I want everything to be uniform. Let me make sure that you are seeing it. I'm trying to write it clearly. To come, to arrive. Okay. So ankommen, because kommen is a movement verb, so any other prefixes that is in front of the verb kommen automatically is going to be a movement verb. Okay. I hope you are seeing it. Please make your notes. Onyinyechi, try and stay in a place where you have a good network so that you will not be fluctuating in your network. Okay. Okay, thank you, Chibike. It's a hot day. It's actually a Valentine day, so it's a red day, so it's gonna be hot. The Sonnen is aufgestanden. So the sun has risen, and that is it. Please, Chibike, tell your class members to join this class. Okay, that person is Oti. I was thinking is Edwin. Those in second year, is there any second year person here? If there is a second year person here, let that person indicate. If you're having network issue, please try your best to go to a place where you can get enough network. You should know where you normally have network in your area. You go to that place. I told some of you to stay in school and use the free Wi-Fi. Okay? I told some of you to stay in school because I'm reading what they're writing for me. So I told some of you to stay in school and use the free Wi-Fi from the school. Had it been you are in school, you won't be having the network problem. Please, if you have not liked this video, give us a thumbs up. Invite your friends to come and support us. They should say that you are the one that invited them, okay? They should mention your name as the person that invited them, please. Invite your friends to come and support us, okay? Good. Now, I have another movement verb I want to give to you. This one is looking so surprising. This is number 10. This verb is to happen, for something to happen. Is a very uncommon verb that you normally use. And the verb is passieren. 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 Now, I want to show you that all these verbs that end with iren. So anyone I'm doing, I'm underlining what is the verb, a special verb. All these verbs that end with iren, they don't bear the ge. They don't bear this ge sign. This ge that we say that it is a sign of the past tense. They don't bear it. They just stay as if you conjugated them in the in the third person singular. So you will have it as passiert. So passieren is going to be passiert. Passiert. And that will be the passive to of this verb. This verb passieren is for something to happen. To happen. Okay? Another movement verb that can surprise you is this verb to swim. This verb to swim, which is the schwimmen. Schwimmen. Okay, so it's going to be geschwommen. Geschwommen. Also notice some changes in some verbs. Always notice the changes in some verb. Like for example, this verb schwimmen, it carries O in the partitive to be. instead of bearing I. Okay, it bears the O. Geshuvomen, and as well it carries the E. Some people might be wondering why the verb swimming will be a movement verb, because when you swim, you are swimming from one point to the other point, from one end to the other. All right. And then there is another movement verb which I have here, which is verb. You have number 12. I will have to stop here because I don't have another space. This verb is to pack out. Okay. I'm going to use another, sorry, I'm going to just end it in number 12. Okay. There are other movement verbs of which it is expected for you to find them out. Please make sure you are copying your notes. This verb I would say is to relocate or to pack out. So you can say is to move or pack out. I don't know. Maybe I will use pack out so that you understand exactly what we mean when we talk about this verb, because this is the way we say it here in Nigeria. So this is the English we use to express this verb. So this verb is called umtin, and it is a separable verb. Okay, this verb is umtin. Okay, tin on its own is like verb to pull, to draw. Okay, tin on its own is like to draw, to shift. Okay, shoven, to draw, shiben, and all those things. So to pull, to draw, and then is a movement verb. Of course, we are going to put the ge in between the separable, but then it's going to change to getogen. So you have getogen, getogen. So you have your ge in between the separable. I'll give you some few minutes to please copy up so that I can now, before we move ahead. So these verbs are our movement verbs. These verbs are the movement verbs. We have said that these verbs are the verbs that go with sein, verb to be, to form their partitive to verb. So the formula is sein in the present tense, verb sein conjugated in the present tense plus partitive to verb of the main verbs. You will notice that all these verbs are called main verbs. All the verbs are main verbs. Why is a verb a main verb? Why will a verb be a main verb? Who knows why? If you know why, say that in the comment section. Okay, if you know why the verb, these verbs I listed here, I say that they are main verbs. If you know why, say that in the comment section. Let me know who got it. I am asking all of you, can you people hear me at all? The thumbs up I said you should give me is to click on the like button on the video. Click on the like button in the video. That place you have the share button, you have all that. There's a like button here. Thank you, Onye, for sharing. You have, if you have shared this video, please write VIP. But since you people are sharing, nobody is coming in to say that you send them the video and they came to watch that you send them the video. Somebody say, what's your question? Okay, my question is, why do I say that all these verbs I listed here are main verb? Someone is answering they are main verb because it is what the performer is doing. Okay, they are main verb because it is a thing you are doing. It is an active verb. Okay, good. Thank you, Chibike, for sharing the video. And then Jennifer, thank you for sharing the video. The people you are sharing to are not coming here. They are supposed to come and say, yes, you are invited them. It is the performer of the action. Verbs are not performers, but they are action words. Now, let me tell you why we say that these verbs are main verb. They are main verbs because they are the ones that show exactly what someone is doing. So the main verbs, they show exactly what someone is doing. They show exactly what someone is doing in a sentence. So the action of the person in a sentence is shown by the main verb. So you can look at those verbs I have there that are listed there. You can see that they are showing the action. For example, bleiben, to stay. It shows that the person is staying in a place. Kommen, to go, to come. It shows the person is coming. Okay, and then you have gain, the person is going, that's the action the person is taking. Passieren, something is happening. Okay, you see that that is the action. So those verbs that show actions, they are the movement verbs. Now I want us to start making sentences. Let us see exactly how we can change a sentence that is in the present tense into the past tense. Okay, I want us to look into that. Please, if you have finished copying the list of the verbs and their participi, write "you are done." Write "I am done" in the comment section so that I can know that you are done. So that it will enable me to clean the board. I want to clean the whole board. If you are not yet done, write "not yet done" so that we can wait for you a little. I want to like give you a little grace to finish up copying because you need to copy those things. I hope you can hear what I'm saying. If you are done copying, sorry for the noise from the tables and seats. You know, this is a classroom. So if you are the one and you are done copying, you write "you are done." Okay, majority. I didn't get the question. Okay, marvelous. I was asking what makes a verb a main verb. Why do we say that a verb is a main verb? Okay, Uzi is done. Onyinye is done. Copying. If you are not done, write "I'm not yet done" before I clean the board because I want to clean the board now. And then we said that that what makes a verb the main verb is that's the verb that shows the action of someone in a sentence. Okay, what the person is doing. You know that when a verb is a main verb, if it's not in a sentence, the sentence might not have a proper meaning. So most times you need the main verb to show exactly what the verb is in. The last time I taught you people modal verbs. Thank you. Ezigwe Nancy was invited by Chiemeka. Okay, thank you. Welcome. Subscribe. Consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. You are welcome. Okay, Zugunasi invited you. That is Chuku the Paragon. You are welcome. Okay, Chukwujebu is done. Good. I hope everybody is done because I want to clean the board now so that we'll move ahead. Like I was saying, you know, we did modal verbs last time in class. Those modal verbs, they don't have full meanings unless they are attached to a main verb. So a main verb gives it full meaning. Thank you for sending loves and flowers. Happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy yourself. Okay, so when you see when you look at a sentence that contains a modal verb, you can see that it always have a main verb at the end, and that main verb will remain in the infinitive, and that shows that the modal verb on its own might not give a full meaning unless it is together with the main verb. That's what I'm saying. That I want you to understand that the main verb is the verb that gives the actual meaning of something in a sentence. That is what I am trying to say. Okay, now since you are done copying the board, I want to clean it so that we can start making sentences. So much love. Thank you so much. So much love. So much love is going on there. Thank you so much. Okay. If you are invited, please click on the like button first. All right. Good. Okay, now I'm going to clean the board so that we can make sentences and see how you can make sentences in the past tense. And by the time I'm done making these sentences, I will believe that all of you will automatically know how to put verbs in the past tense. You know, you will automatically know how to make sentences in the past tense. I hope you are excited to learn that, right? Fervor that always disturbs. I hope you are excited to learn it. How to now make sentences in the past tense. The simple and the easy way. It's very simple. So I'm going to be giving you sentences in the present tense, and then I will give it to you in the past. Okay, so we have the first one, we have present. Present. Once you have present, it means that that sentence is in the present tense. Okay, so here to Tumbashwi, I have is been asked. And then we have their perfect. Perfect is our past tense. Okay, that is what we are doing. Perfect design. Because that the formula for past tense, so this thing is in present tense now. It's been asked. I am a doctor. So if I want to say I was a doctor in German, somebody is saying something. Okay, Dara, Stephanie. Okay, he said, because in the German language there is infinitive verbs and the non-infinitive form, in which infinitive verbs are conjugated and the non-infinitive verbs are not conjugated. Every verb in German is infinitive, has its own infinitive. There are no verbs that are infinitive and the ones that are not infinitive. Every verb has its infinitive. Please bear that in mind. That's a wrong impression. All verbs are in the infinitive. Until you start conjugating them, then you know that they have left the infinitive state to go to the conjugated state. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Ngozi and Angela. Now, we want to continue. Each being asked means I am a doctor. Now, if I want to say I was a doctor, I'm going to first of all remember my second verb is always in the second position. I'm going to use the verb sein because my formula is sein plus partitive by. So I'm going to use sein for ish because this is my performer, ish. So I'm using the sein, ish being asked, and then I will get my partitive by gewesen. And then my partitive will be at the end. So you can see my partitive, you can see the verb sein. Okay, you see the verb sein, you see the partitive. So this is our sein here. Because in this sentence we use the verb sein. Okay, let me put it in the bracket to show that I am a doctor. Ich bin asked gewesen, I was a doctor. Now in German, most times they don't use this verb sein like this. They normally use it in the preteritum. Ich war asked. But we have not started doing our preteritum yet. Because we are not doing our preteritum yet, we won't be going into that. But I want you to know that most times they don't use this verb sein directly like that in the past tense. They use it in the past tense. There are some cases where, for example, if you are narrating and some other things you want to say, you can put it. But this asked has no umlaut. It is the etzen that has umlaut. Somebody is writing est as asked. Okay? The male doctor has no umlaut. It is the female doctor that has umlaut. Thank you. Please take corrections. Yes, Perpetua Nancy, I'm seeing your comment. Thank you for inviting someone. Thank you so much for inviting someone to come and join and to subscribe. All right. So Ishva asked, I was a doctor. They use this particular one to replace bin gewesen. Do you understand that? But I'm telling you that this particular form of sentence is in the preterite, okay, which we have not done. It's another form of the past. Okay, now we want to continue with the normal past tense. Okay, so I have again present. Okay, let me say Ngozi comes in here. Let me use Ngozi comes here. We have the verb kommen. Sorry, I'm writing another thing. Oh, I don't understand. We have the verb kommen, almost combining German and English at the same time. Ngozi comes here. Ngozi is coming here. This sentence means Ngozi is coming here. In this sentence, you can see to say Ngozi is coming here, there is no is in this sentence. I just conjugated the verb kommen. The verb kommen, I conjugated it in the third person singular for Ngozi because Ngozi is a girl. Okay. Okay, Judith. Judith, you are just coming to answer your question. This is all the one of Judith. Yes, var was used to replace bin gewesen. The two of them bin gewesen. Why are you saying God, I beg? Onyinye, what is happening? So now, present, Ngozi comes here. I will try to save the video in case you have network issues and as well. You will check the video. Ngozi comes here means Ngozi is coming here. Okay? There is no is in this sentence. You just conjugate the verb straight, and that is the present tense. That is how you make your sentences in the present tense. Okay? Then we go to the perfect. How do we make it in the past tense? How do we make it in the past tense? So perfect. We will say Ngozi ist hier gekommen. Ngozi is here gekommen. So you have ist from this verb sein. That is why I left it here. Because Ngozi is Z. So ist is here. Then the participle will be the last thing you are going to say. The participle goes to the end of the sentence. You cannot say Ngozi is gekommen here. Do you hear that? You won't be saying Ngozi is gekommen here. You are supposed to say Ngozi is here gekommen. Your participle will be the last thing you are going to say. Why the verb sein, which is your auxiliary verb, will be the verb you will put in your second position. And that is the one you are supposed to conjugate in the present tense. And then you get the participle of the verb kommen and put at the end. So the participle of verb kommen is gekommen. You put it there. You can't say Ngozi is coming. You can't put the kommen like that. No. You have to put now, because of this is the one that has the ge. You have to put the participle of the verb kommen. So that in this case, if you want to translate it, you say Ngozi came here. Ngozi came here. I'll give you another one. Der Mann und die Frau fahren nach Lengris. I don't know whether the Lengris is double G again or one G. Okay, whatever it is. And the verb we are using here is the verb fahren, verb to drive. Der Mann und die Frau fahren nach Lengris. So the man and the woman are driving to Lengris. Now, der Mann und die Frau shows that they are plural. And therefore, the type of verb I'm going to use is the one that denotes the plural. That is the Z, they. Okay, and I'm going to use this verb. So for my perfect, I will say der Mann und die Frau sind nach Lengris gefahren. So you have it there. Der Mann und die Frau sind nach Lengris gefahren. Der Mann und die Frau sind nach Lengris gefahren. It's a pity for Obidi, the network is bad. Somebody is asking, gekommen, yeah. Gekommen with en. Gekommen. You can't say gekom. There is en at the end. These people that network is disturbing. Remember, you are supposed to be online for your classes and you are supposed to have gone to a place where you have a good network. I'm trying to reach what the comment is saying. That's why my head is bent like this. Thank you, Favor, for sharing the video. All right, let's continue. Do you understand? Yes. Do you now understand now how to make sentences in the past using the verb sein? Because I want to teach you the next way of making a sentence in the past tense. Do you have any question? Is there any confusion? I have given you at least 3 perfect examples with each with singular verb and then with plural verb. Gibt es eine Frage? Stell mal bitte. Hat jemand eine Frage zu stellen? Haben Sie alles geschrieben? Have you finished writing everything? Do you have a question? Do you have any question? Are you done copying? Are you okay with the explanation? Do you have a question? Should we forge ahead? Are we going to forge ahead? Alles verstanden? Habt ihr mich verstanden? Okay, done. If you are done copying, write done. There's only one person that said, only Nancy that said that she's done copying. If you are done copying, please write done so that I can know. Danke. Oh, it's so hot. I need the fan. I thank God for the light. Eh? For the light today, das Wetter ist sehr heiß. Es ist sehr heiß in Nigeria. Wir sind in trockenen Zeit. We are in the dry season. Okay, only 2 persons. What of the other ones? We are in dry season. Die Sonne scheint. Der Himmel ist aufgelöst. Aber heute ist ein bisschen calm. Ich glaube, die Leute sollen feiern. Vielleicht am Abend sehen wir die Valentine-Leute. Maybe in the evening we'll see people that are doing Valentine. Et c'est le jour de tomber amoureuse. Hey, vielleicht kann jemand ihren Mann heute sehen. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. Okay? Ja, bitte. Okay, Chibike. Ja, vielleicht wird jemand heute in jemanden verliebt. Somebody might actually be might actually going to fall in love today because today is Valentine's Day. Okay, it is ein Tag, Liebe zu zeigen. It is a day to show love. Show me some love. Oh, some of you cannot do Valentine for me. Okay, Favor is excited today. I know that you're always excited. My brother says, Ma, I want to ask you something. I cannot say a word like Ngozi is here becomes. 9. The verb bekommen, please, this verb is always confusing you guys. The verb bekommen is verb to get something, to get, and it is not a movement verb. To get something and it is not a movement verb. Of course, my face is not important. What is important here is my voice, so that you can see the board very well. If you say that I should go ahead now, tell me, should I go ahead and clean the board? Write go ahead if you are ready for me to teach you the second part of this class, the second way of forming sentences in the past. One thing you should not forget is the ones that are the movement verbs. If I see you say go ahead, then I will close it. Ngozi comes here. This lady, you are not hearing, please. You don't understand. I said the verb become, and you should know the meaning of the verb before you say whatever you are saying. If you say Ngozi becomes here, as if Ngozi, what is she getting? What is Ngozi getting? Thank you. Okay, Melissa, I should go ahead. Okay. Onye said I should go ahead. Yeah, I'm going ahead. Jennifer said I should go ahead. Oh, Ndube is a blessing, Timaya. Invite, okay, divine image from invited by Chimanya Blessing. Thank you so much. God bless you. Please consider subscribing. You are welcome to our channel. Consider liking our video and subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much. Oh, fall in love for this heart, the heat, for this heat. The one family melts ozone layer. Ha! You can always fall in love. You wouldn't know when you will fall in love. That's one thing. I said that one day I'm going to tell you people about my love stories. I have several love experiences, and I will want to share maybe during Easter or so. I will take out time because for now I'm very busy. I'll take out time. I will share it. I will invite all of you to come and join me online and say your opinion and what you think. So I'm going to be telling people my love story. Some people say they are ready to get that. Okay, let's move ahead. This one will not take us much time because we have already set the base for making the sentences. The next one we are going to look into is perfect meets haben. I want us to look straight into perfect meets haben. Now, you can understand that German has two main verbs that are kind of a big unique for them, or even three. Let's just put them as three. Okay, so you have the verb haben, and this verb haben is verb to have. Okay, so German has three main verbs that are very unique to them, and these verbs most times are combined with other verbs to give a sentence. Okay, so you have the verb haben, and the first thing I have to do is to struggle to make sentences in there. So you have verb haben, sorry, verb to have. Okay, you conjugate it ich habe, du hast, es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. If you don't understand what all these things means, go and watch the video that shows the way to conjugate the verbs, and then you can understand what the video means. Okay, so you have verb haben. Ich habe, du hast, es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. This verb is already conjugated in the present tense, and we are going to use them to put all the verbs that are called non-movement verbs in their past. Like the way we see the verbs that are movement verbs, okay, we have other verbs that are not considered as movement verbs. So they are called the non-movement verbs. So all the non-movement verbs are going to be making their past tense with haben. They will be forming their past tense with haben. Okay, and I will do just like I have done before. We have the English part. Please draw your line again. You have the verbs, that's the main verb, and then you now have the participe to vie. This is exactly how we did. So you have the participe to vie. It is called participe to vie, okay? So I have the verbs. We are going to be seeing them and their participe to vie. The first verb that I'm going to be giving you is verb to have, and that is the haben, and the participe to vie is gehabt. Okay? And then we have, depending, you have it as verb machen, and the participe to vie is gemacht. So you can see that they are also having the ge. And I already said that there are some verbs that will not carry the ge. Remember, this ge is also a sign of past tense, okay? Perfect, a sign of perfect. And I said that there are some verbs that cannot carry the ge. And those verbs that end with iren, okay? I have another verb here, nomadrai, anrufen, to call. To call. Or to make a call, you have anrufen. And this is a separable verb, and as well, just like we did in the other one, angerufen. We put our ge in between the separables. Okay? And then we have another verb here, to answer, verb to answer. So you have it as a antworten. Antworten, so it will be geantwortet, because it is not a separable verb. Geantwortet, the ge will come in front. And then you can see the ending is ending with et. This one is ending with tt. These ones are ending with en. So that means that it's not all of them that end with en. There are some that can end with t. Some will end with tet, depending. Okay. Gewesen is the passive verb of the verb sein, verb to be. You can't use it alone. Please remember, it is a two-way sentence. You must put the formula is sein plus partitive to be. Likewise, the formula for this one is haben plus partitive to be. Okay? You cannot use one of them alone. I hope you are hearing me. You cannot use only gewesen to make a sentence or gemacht or gehabt to make a sentence. You must use it with the auxiliary. You have to use it with the auxiliary. Anthony Nwoke, invited by Nancy Ezugu. Thank you so much, Nancy. Anthony, you are welcome. Thank you. Please click on the subscribe button for us. Thank you so much and God bless you. You are trying and I'm seeing that. You know what it means. Thank you. Okay, I know that I have to pay. I will pay. So number 5, we have the verb to work. To work, you have arbeiten. And the partitive is gearbeitet. Gearbeitet. You have our ge in front. Please follow the example. The example is the way it always is. Okay. I have another verb here that is verb geben. Okay. To give. Number 6. Verb to give. Okay. Remember, it can have a prefix. So verb to give, you have geben, and the participle will be gegeben. Okay, gegeben. That is that. Let us look at the verb to get. Number 7, to get. Okay, which is bekommen. Sorry, they have taken light. Oh no, they have taken light. Now, last time I was teaching you, I said that this verb that is like this, these verbs that you see like this, like for example, to get bekommen, once it starts with be, it is not a separable verb, so it can never be. And this particular verb remains like that. It doesn't have it doesn't carry the partitive to vie. It doesn't carry the partitive to vie sign, which we see as a gay. So this verb remains like this. In the past tense, thank God the light is back. In the past tense, there are some verbs that remain like that. Okay? I hope you're understanding it now. In the past tense, there are some verbs that remain like that. Sorry, it's like this thing is not rhyming the way I'm writing it. So I have to raise this one up so that it will rhyme with the line gay, geben. It's still the same thing. I just wanted it to rhyme. Bekommen. Okay, bekommen remains bekommen. Passive to be is the past participle. Thank you. Rachel said I should go ahead. Rachel. We have another verb, to build. You have bauen. Bauen is verb to build or to construct. So you have gebaut. Number 9, we have the verb to shower, to take your shower. You have duschen, duschen, and then you have geduscht. Now I have already written a lot about some verbs. Okay, let me give you just this one because you need it. Number 10, to eat. Verb to eat is not a movement verb. You are not moving around to eat it. So essen, you have the verb in the past tense as gegessen. Gegessen. Verb to eat. That is how it changes. Remember, I'm not the one that is changing it. Okay, it is the way their verb is. Now, we want to look into the even verbs. Okay, for example, I have the verb to function, okay, which is funktionieren. Funktionieren. In the partitive to by is going to be funktioniert. Funktioniert. It remains like that because it is an iren verb. Remember all the iren verbs, they will not carry ge. I have another one, number 12, which is to study. I'm going to be stopping it here. To study, which is studieren, studieren, and then you have studiert, studiert. It will not carry ge. Once you see any verb that ends with iren, they will never carry ge in their partitive to by. They don't use to carry ge in their partitive to by. So since there is light, let's put on our lights so that you can see properly what we are doing here. I'm trying to get a kind of a better light. Yeah, I prefer this one. I hope you are seeing it now. What does participle to by mean? Participle to by is like the past participle of the main verb. Participle to by is the past participle of the main verb. And I'm saying that you cannot use the participle to by alone in a sentence. If you are coming new, please consider subscribing. Consider subscribing for us and giving us a thumbs up. Druk bitte die Daumen hoch für uns. Daumen hoch für uns. Have you finished copying? I'm waiting for you to finish copying. Have you finished copying? So that we can make sentences with them. Just like we did in the first one. Just like we did in the first one. Somebody is asking, is it the same thing with fasziniert? I say funktionieren to function. Are you saying, I don't understand the verb you are using. You should know the meaning of the verb you want to say. Okay, people are finished. Some are saying done. Oh, network is disturbing you, favor. It's a pity. It's a pity. You can visit back the class later. Some people have left us already. Okay, good. So I can clean the board. Now, let me clean the board and give you the sentences as example. Just like we did the one for sein, I'm going to do the one for haben. Now, take the formula for forming the past tense with haben. Write down the formula. So to form the past tense of, to make sentences in the past using the verb haben, is going to be, the formula is going to be the verb haben in the present tense plus the partitive to by of the main verb. So plus this partitive to by. You get the verb haben in the present tense plus the partitive to by of the main verb. Chicken, that's the only thing you need to do. And then you should know how to place them in the sentence, and that is why I am giving you examples. Okay, maybe I will use other verbs as I didn't write to give you example. So now I want you to know that these verbs, okay, they are the ones that go with haben. And the ones that go with haben, okay, ich bin deutsche Frau und Sie können gutes Deutsche schon. Somebody is writing something, I'm trying to read. Schon und ich freue mich für Sie. Okay, danke, Olivia. Danke. Very soon your German will perfect. Good. Now, Making sentences in the past tense. Okay, I have done one with the verb sign. All you need to know is to know those verbs that use the verb sign. The ones that use the verb sign, they are not much. The ones that use the verb sign, they are not much. Okay, but once you remove all those ones that use the verb sign, any other verb you want to put in the past tense, you are going to be using the verb haben to put them in the past tense. Are you getting what I'm saying? Once you remove the movement verbs, the remaining other verbs at all in German that are not movement verb goes with haben. So use the verb haben. Mr. Mba Harrison is having some issue connecting. Okay, it's a pity for him. He has never been online for once in our class, and he's also attending in physical classes. So it's his fault. Oh, it is his fault. Oh, Favor says she's enjoying the class. Thank you so much, Favor. I love this class so much, but network is disturbing me. Sorry, Obi Judith, for that. Sorry for that. Okay, now I have said, once you know the ones that are movement verb, that's the ones you need to master very well. Any other verb in German, you use the verb haben to put that in there and in the past tense. But remember, you must know your partitive verb. The partitive verb of verbs, you are going to cram them. You are supposed to cram them. Okay? So I give you example, present. I want to use the ones that I didn't give you so that you can know that they are also existing and as well know exactly how to use them in making sentences. The Mutter holds Essen. The Mutter holds Essen. This is the verb holen in the present tense. It is like to fetch, to bring, to go and get. Okay, the verb holen is to get something, to go and get something. Okay, so the Mutter holds Essen. So the mother is getting food, or she's going to bring the food. So that is the verb holen, and this is a sentence in the perfect tense. So because the verb holen is not a movement verb, I'm going to use the verb haben to put it in the past tense. So you have ich habe, du hast, es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. I will ask myself, the Mutter, how many is the person? One person. So I know that is she. So I'm going to use hat to make my sentence. So I have the Mutter hat Essen. Then the participle of the verb holen is geholt. So I will write it here. This thing means the mother got food or brought food. So you have die Mutter hat Essen geholt. Die Mutter hat Essen geholt. So when you are making this sentence, you say the mother got food. Ich liebe dich, Marydoreen. Well done for your consistency. God bless you. Thank you. Ija Makawandu. That's my classmate. Everybody tell her welcome. Tell her big comment. She speaks French. Bienvenue. Ija Makawandu, thank you for your support. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to have you. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. So yeah, we are continuing class. Thank you. That's my classmate. So please, the same person that we studied German and studied French together in school. So please say thank you for her. Tell her welcome for joining us. All right. So now I'm going to. I said I want to use the verbs that I didn't put there so that you know that one can use them. Okay. So for example, we have another sentence. You have der Junge bringt den Wein mit. Der Junge bringt den Wein mit. Okay. And this verb that is used here is a separable verb, mitbringen. It is a separable verb, mitbringen. which means to bring something along. Meet bringing, to bring something along. So because it's a separable, we have separated them. We have separated the prefix from the main verb. I'm sorry, there's no much space. That's why I'm writing like that. But it's written together, meet bringing. Okay? The Junge brings, then vine meets. The boy is bringing the wine along. So he is going to come with the wine. So for us to make this sentence to be in the past, not a movement verb, so we are going to use our haben to do that. So in the exam, you have to be considering which verb goes with haben, which one goes with sein. So you have der Junge hat, then Wein mit gebracht, because it is a separable verb. Mit gebracht. So mit gebracht is our partitive to buy. Okay, I want to give you the ones I have written for you. I want to give you one for you to do for me. I want to give you one for you to do for me. Let me know if you can get that. So for example, let me say in the present, okay, I have das Kind bekommt eine Pizza. Okay? So you have the verb bekommen here. Who can give us the past tense of this verb? Das Kind bekommt eine Pizza. The child is getting a pizza. Okay, verb bekommen is to get something. The child is getting a pizza. If you know how to put it in the past tense, write it in the comment section. Please try to form the past tense of this thing. Let me see if you are getting what we are doing. We are doing perfect with haben and sein. We have already done the one for haben. We are doing the one for sein now. Please, if you're able to make this sentence to be in the past tense, from what I gave you, the comment is there. Can you write it? Let's know if you have learned how to form the past tense. Following the other examples that I've done, you see perfect, you know how it's going to be. So how will the perfect be? Please write it in the comment section. Let's see who can get that. I'm waiting. Most people are crying off network. Remember, the class will be saved for you. At the end, you can go and watch it again. And as well, remember you can always refer to this video if you have any problem. If you have any question, if you have any problem, you can always refer to this video. Okay? Who has the answer? Das Kind bekommt eine Pizza. What is it supposed to be? Das Kind hat eine Pizza bekommen. Thank you. Ha! That's my girl. That's my girl. Colette, you are too much. Thank you so much. That's very correct. That's very correct. In fact, I am proud of you, Colette. You are really doing well. So we have that. Das Kind hat eine Pizza bekommen. Eine Pizza bekommen. That is exactly how it's supposed to be. Okay? Let us give ourselves a few more examples. I have another one in present. Der Opa erzählt den Kindern ein Märchen. In this bracket, I have the verb erzählen. Erzählen is to narrate or to tell. So when you are telling somebody something, for example, we have der Opa erzählt den Kindern ein Märchen. So you have the grandfather is telling the children a folk story, a story. The grandfather is telling the children a story. Thank you, Ashebe and Ashebe. So you have the perfect to be, because I'm not giving you a telling, so I can do this one. Der Opa hat den Kindern, this is the plural dative, ein Märchen erzählt. Etelt. Please remember that this verb, this one that carries like this also is a verb that don't carry the ge. Okay, and it's not also a separable verb. So it doesn't carry the ge. So it will be like that, etelt, as if you conjugated it. That's why I want to also use it as example. Okay, so now I'm going to read some of these verbs for you and their participial. You know that in German there are a lot of verbs. We have learned how to make sentences in the past tense with the haben and as well with the sein. We said that this is a recap of all we have done. We said that the verbs that go with sein, which is verb to be, are the verbs that are movement verb or verbs that show change in state. And we have some of the verbs that show change in state as verb wachsen, verb to grow, verb sterben, verb to die. These ones are not among the ones I gave you, but you can put them down and find them and find their participial. And you also have verb einsteigen, to climb up, aussteigen, to climb down, and all those things. Okay, they are verbs of movement. We also say that sein keeps itself in the past tense. Okay, the verb sein puts itself in the past tense, in which it will be being gewesen, is gewesen. Okay, and we say that also that in German they don't normally use that verb like that. Most times they use it in the preteritum, in the case where it will be ich war zu Hause, I was at home. Ich war zu Hause, I was at home. Before we now went further to explain that the movement verbs are verbs that are showing movement from one point to the other. For example, tanzen is not a movement verb. So it is not considered a movement verb because when you are dancing, you can just stay at the spot and dance. But schwimmen is considered as a movement verb because you have to swim from one end to the other. And as well, we saw the verb einschlafen, which is verb to fall asleep. We said that schlafen itself, which is the main verb there, the root verb there, is not a movement verb. You're already sleeping. But einschlafen is a movement verb because it's a change of state. You are awake and immediately you fall asleep. So that one is changing the state of being awake and falling asleep. And with that case, we say that it is a movement verb. Okay? Just like sterben, verb to die. You are awake, all of a sudden, the person dies. Okay? Good. Please, there is nothing like das Kind hat ein Pizza bekommen. I've said that this verb bekommen remains bekommen. It doesn't carry ge, please. Obi Judith, take note. It doesn't carry ge, it remains like that. Some verbs don't carry ge. One, those verbs that are not movement verbs, for example, verb verstehen. There is nothing like ge verstehen. Okay, it is not a movement verb. It doesn't carry, and it's not a separable verb, so it won't carry ge. Okay, those er like erzählen, etc. Those things, they don't carry ge. And then you have anything like be, for example, beantworten, bedeuten, bekommen, they don't carry ge. Now, I said that once you have mastered the verbs that are movement verbs, they are small. The movement verbs are small. They know that any other verb that is not included in the movement verb, they are the ones that you will make their past tense using the verb haben. Every other verb that is not a movement verb forms its past tense using the verb haben. And I have shown you some examples. And I want to read just few examples for you. For example, you have anfangen to start, and the participle will be angefangen. Anrufen, I have that to call angerufen. Okay? Aufhören, to stop. Aufgehört. Aufmachen, to open. Aufgemacht is the participle. So I call the infinitive, I call the participle for you. Aufräumen, to tidy up. Aufgeräumt. Okay? Aussehen, to look or to appear. Aufgesehen. Okay? Baden, to take your bath. Gebadet. Beantworten, to respond. The verb, the participle will be beantwortet. Okay? Beschreiben, to describe. The participle is beschrieben. Remember, all the verbs that carry ie in the participle, it will be ei. Do you get that? I'm trying to give you other verbs that I didn't give you and their participle because I can't write everything down. Then we also have verb brachen. Brachen is verb to need. The participle will be gebracht, which is different from the verb bringen, which is to bring, and the participle will be gebracht. The other one carries you. This one does not carry you. Okay, bringing doesn't carry you, but brachen carries you. Verb to need. You can as well type them in your your dictionary. There is an online dictionary that you have that conjugates verb. You can check any verb you want to know by typing it in that dictionary, clicking on the conjugation button. It will show you that this particular verb is conjugated with either haben or sein. And remember, the part you're going to be looking at is the part that carries perfect. That's the part that shows that that verb is in the past. Another verb here is diskutieren, to discuss. And then the participle is diskutiert. Einkaufen, to go for shopping, eingekauft. Entscheiden, to decide, entschieden. Okay? Feiern, to celebrate, gefeiert. Fernsehen, to watch TV, Fernsehen is a movement verb. Finden, to find, gefunden. Fotografieren, now this is an iren verb, the verb that ends with iren. Fotografieren, it doesn't carry get, the participle will be fotografiert. Okay? And then you have fragen, to ask, the participle is gefragt. Frühstücken, to take breakfast. Okay, frühstücken, to take breakfast, the participle is gefrühstückt. Okay? So, verdienen, to earn money, the participle is verdient because it's VE, it doesn't carry G. Okay, and it's not a separable verb. Trinken, to drink, the participle is getrunken. So there are some verbs that will actually change in the vowel. For example, I in drinking changes to you, getrunken. And then you have treffen, to meet, okay, which will change, the E will change to getroffen, it changes to O. Okay. We also have vergessen. This verb vergessen is verb to forget, but it remains the same like that, just like bekommen remains bekommen. Vergessen will still remain vergessen, to forget, like that in German. Then we have this verb verbieten. Verbieten is verb to forbid someone from doing something. So it will be verboten in the past, and it carries an O, verboten. That is verboten. Okay, that is forbidding. And we have vergleichen. Vergleichen. That is to compare two verbs. Please, vergessen, verboten goes with sein. Goes with haben too. Okay, in the past tense. But to say something is forbidden is another part of, is a passive voice. So it's kind of something is said in a passive voice. Okay. Then we have vergleichen, to compare. So the participle is verglichen. It carries only I. Okay. Warten, to wait. Gewartet. Gewartet. Wissen, to know something is gewusst, it carries a U. Wohnen, to live, you have gewohnt, okay, to live in a place. We also have gewohnen, to be used to something. Okay, and that will be the end of our class today. Please, I have another class waiting for me to start their online class. Thank you so much for participating. Remember to take your attendance. Thank you so much for participating and to stay up to this time. Please, if you are still around, write your name and your registration number. I'm giving you 3 minutes to do that before I go offline. Write your name now so that I know that you are the one that stayed to the end of the class and you are the one I'm considering. Okay? Thank you so much for attending today's class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you heard everything. I hope you understand. Oh, I will miss you too, Judith. I'll miss you too. Odo Ugonna. Okay. Jennifer. Okay. Yes, make attendance the last attendance. Ezenwa Genevieve. Okay. Ibe Jide Nye. And then Danke, Anachabe Danke. Oluchi is there. Ezugu Mesoma, thank you. Okay, thank you, Makaleta. Danke Sean, Mabweze, danke. I hope you understood everything I taught. Okay, Uzi, you're always there. You stay to the end. Thank you so much. Uzi, I like the way you are taking your German classes seriously. I like it and I want you to keep it up. Anything that is going to make you know to be serious in your class, fight against that. Vielen Dank, Frau Uzi. Vielen Dank. Okay. Thank you so much, OT Frank, Doctor. Remember, Saturday by 8 o'clock, we are going to meet. Kufri, make sure you are there Saturday by 8 o'clock. Chat me up before that Saturday, please. Danke schön, Obi. Danke schön. Mesoma, danke. Please take your attendance. I'm taking on this last attendance. Danke schön. Merci beaucoup, Kufri. Remember to be in school Saturday by 8 o'clock sharp in the morning. Okay. Gonna danke. Danke sehr. Perpetua, vielen Dank. It's not feeling danke. Vielen Dank. You can only say danke alone. Vielen Dank. Okay, and that dank is capital D. It will not carry the E. Thank you so much. Now go there to you too, OT Frank. Okay, Kitos Kunkatsa, since we are speaking other languages. She, lol, she too, she, you too. As a what's student again? Uh-huh. She, Bukosh. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop now. Okay. Song, Sosango in a video. Sosango, that's good. I hope I'm getting it. Sosango. Yeah, Sosango to you. Ezugu Nancy. Yeah. Ifed. It's Ifan. Good. That's very important too. Attendance is other pampa. All mark again. Okay. Okay, Messia no more Baliana. Chetegwan kunu zisara mozi video noa. And kunu click ikwaram na that like button. Ever adota. Click here okay. I got phone balls, okay, Messia. Because practice any mere. Happy Valentine's to you. Nancy, happy holiday to you. Enjoy your Valentine's, enjoy your Valentine's Day. All of you, enjoy your Valentine's Day. You should not forget me. I'm also your lover, so do Valentine for me. Oh, hey, are you serious? In the morning, OT, well, we need you. Anyway, if you can't make it, there's no problem. No problem. But just know that you will join us in the next time. But we really need you. The person that's supposed to be there by force must be Kufri. If I don't see you, I will not give you that role again. Okay, thank you so much. I'm ending this video now. Until I see you next time. Cheers! Okay.